have no children until now. Well, I work as a product manager in a marketing agency that develops loyalty programs, e-commerce, games, and other digital solutions. And then I'm here to enjoy, to try to keep practicing my English, try to improve the conversation skills because today it's so important. And I believe that's it.
All right, so you can choose someone to introduce.
Yeah, and you, Murilo, how about you?
Okay. Hey guys, I'm Murilo. I'm 30 years old. I live in Laguna, Santa Catarina. I like sports. I like reading books. I am a front-end developer. Currently, I work at Ering company. I building inside software, not e-commerce, another stuff. Yeah, I'm here for improve my English, making new friends. Yeah, that's it. And you, Gustavo?
Oh, hello guys. My name is Gustavo. I'm 26. I live in a small city here in Bahia. I work as an analyst, TI, and I'm also a computer engineering student. And yeah, I guess that's it. Someone else is missing.
Yes, Renan and Jean, you can choose.
Well, Renan, I'm 31 years old now. Working, I'm software developer as well. In a telemedicine service company. I'm here as you guys to improve my English and practicing the speaking. In my free time, I like to ride a bike and play soccer, video games, going out with my girlfriend, watch movies, series. So if that's it, I'm glad to be here with you guys, discuss this subject.
Okay, so my name is Jean. I'm 19. I'm from Paraná. I am software engineering student at the university and a backend developer. I'm here to learn English with all of you too. And in my free time, I like to play and watch soccer and run. I like to watch movies, series, and read books. That's it. So, Hannah, can we start reading the question number 1 and choosing someone to answer?
Okay, have you ever heard of or used e-ink? Murilo can answer it first.
Okay. I never heard about it. My first time I heard with movie. Yeah, interesting subject. Let's go today. And you, Leonardo?
Yeah, I know a little bit about this technology because I have a Kindle. Since I don't remember when, but maybe more than 8 years, then I have a Kindle, and so it's so interesting to read, especially on the night when you are in the bed, for example, and you don't want to read a book using your cell phone, or you don't want to turn on your lights, yeah, and then so this solution like Kindle sounds very well to this kind of reading experience. And you, Jean?
Yes, I have ever heard about the ink. As you, I have a Kindle, so I know this technology because I have this advice. All right, and for me, it's good. As you said, we don't need a light at the Kindle to read, so it's so good for me that I use the screens all the time. And when I using the ink, I don't need a light going to my eyes. And for me, it's good. And what about you, Gustavo?
I never heard of e-ink. I knew that there were some devices like the Kindle, but I didn't know there was like this technology was e-ink, you know. So who is missing?
Hannah?
Hannah?
Yeah. I have a Kindle as well, but I haven't known that its technology is called e-ink. I didn't know about that, and so I've never heard about this technology. Even I am using a Kindle, have never heard about this technology.
Yes. Okay, we are here to learn together. So I think everybody have answered the question, Anne. All right. So Murilo, can you read the question too and choose someone to
Okay.
answer?
Okay, do you spend a lot of time in front of screens? Do you believe that ink, what pronounce ink?
Ink.
Ink,
Yeah,
ink, okay, ink would help you some way. Okay, yes, I do. In all day, I spend a lot of time in my screens, my computer. Yeah, I believe it helps me because I prejudicate my a lot of time, and it helps me with the reading books too. Yeah, another situations too, because yeah, that's it. And you next, Hannah, how about you?
Well, yes, as a software developer, I spent a lot of time on my front. I have 3 screens in my front, so all the day I have to watch these screens. And I think e-ink would help us with as a technology that haven't blue light. Blue light is very nocive to our eyes. I think in this case, e-ink would help in to protect our eyes, because blue eyes is very nocive to our eyes. I think that's it. And you, Murilo?
the
Murilo,
Murilo
no,
already have answered. All right.
yeah, Leonardo.
Yeah, I spent lots of time in front of the screens because today I believe everybody here works in front of a PC or a notebook or something like that. Our society, our age, it's something very specifically compared to the uh, previous generation, and then we work all the time using using a screen in front of us. Yeah, and I believe that it really could help us in to solve these problems. Yeah, to use the light in our eyes all the time. I don't know, for example, I'm not a programmer, but I have all today with technical teams, and I know that the teams use so much solutions like VS Code, VS Code to programming, and then the team like so much to use the black mode, the black screen, because it's better to the eyes. Then I don't know how much better if ink could be compared to the black light, black screen that programmers already use. But I believe someday we're going to see some solution very useful. Using ink to in the screens that we use today.
Yes, we already have monitors with use ink technology. I have searched about this, and it's good. Of course, it's everything black and white. It's basic, right? But we already have monitors to use this kind of technology in our daily. But it's so expensive. It's so expensive, the price of these monitors, these screens. But you can choose someone to answer, Leonardo. All right.
Great, but adopt these screens are just the color, black and white, or it's multicolor?
We have some screens that it's just black and white without a light, all right? And we have some others monitors that use this technology too, but have some other colors. Of course, isn't like a monitor, a screen, but we have some screens that have some other colors.
Great. Well, Hannah, can you read the next question?
I think Hannah.
Everybody answered.
Yeah, I think no. Gustavo and Hannah, I think.
I'm already answered this question, so I think Gustavo didn't answer, right?
Yeah, Gustavo.
I do spend a lot of time in front of the screen, like all day. Even after work, I still use my phone, so it's a lot of time. Yeah, I think it would be helpful to have this technology, but like Jean said, probably it's really expensive, so maybe not really good for many of us.
And we have some limits. And right now, it's so common just find screens black and white.
Yeah. Okay, let me read the next one. Number 3. What other advantages of using e-ink, in your opinion? I think that the main one is, like someone else said, it would be better because it's not a screen, a normal screen. So especially for our vision, will be an improvement, like to not damage our vision. So I think it's the main one. And also about the reflection. So it doesn't need a backlight like the video was saying. So Leonardo, can you answer?
Yeah. Well, maybe the saving of energy could be one of the main advantages of these technologies. For example, I have physical books and I have Kindle, but I don't know when it was the last time that I read a book on Kindle, maybe more than 1 year. And if I open my Kindle right now, probably the Kindle is turned on, and the screen, it's exactly turn on the last time that I saw my Kindle. Yeah, maybe I have my Kindle. My Kindle is not off right now. Yeah, and more than 1 year, but I'm not using. Then I have the battery maybe almost full. And for me, it's so amazing. Well, and you, Hannah?
I agree with you. I think the main advantage of using this kind of technology is reading. And I don't know if I like this kind of technology because I have a Kindle and when I am using, I see that it's too slow to move these pages, and it's not, for me it's not practical because it's slow, my opinion. So
I think the hardware of the Kindle it's slow.
yeah, maybe it's the hardware of Kindle. I never have a screen or a monitor with this technology, but as we saw in this video, it's too slow for me, and I'm accustomed with the normal monitor. But I think this is the main advantage of the ink is reading. It's of course the energy. I think it's we can start or spend less energy, less battery in this case. So I think that's it.
You can choose someone to answer.
Who else didn't answer? Jean?
Yeah, I think just me and Murilo.
Jean, okay.
Okay, I I like the Kindle because it don't spend a lot of battery, as Leonard said. I don't remember to the last time that I charged my Kindle. I think the background light of Kindle it's so good because we can turn off, all right, and read without background light. And for my eyes, it's so good of because the blue light of the normal screens, it's so hard for me. I have a glass with a Blu-ray Proctor. I think that's it. And for Kindle, I don't need it because the Kindle and the ink screen hasn't Blu-ray blue light. All right, and for me, it's the main advantage. And as Leonardo said and Hannah said, the battery for me it's another great point of this advice. And what about you, Murilo?
Yeah, I agree, everyone. The Kindle will avoid use papers too, but the electronic use discards and can be a big problem. Can be a big problem for environment. Yeah. And Kindle more easy to take somewhere, use somewhere for help is many advantages too. That's it.
Okay. So Leonardo, can you read the question number 4 and choose someone to answer?
Yeah, sure. What device do you think would be interesting to use this technology? So that's so challenging. Yeah, I need to think more. Maybe smartwatch could be a good opportunity, especially if you don't need some smartwatch very complex. If you just need to use a smartwatch to have consulting the time, yeah, and other basic informations, that's could be great. Or and I don't know if a notebook could be a good solution, but for a while I believe that smartwatch could be a good answer. And you, what do you think, Jean?
For me, I would like to see this kind of technology in a kind of electronic paper that we can write, all right, not just read. If you can use it, for example, in a big, as a big paper, and we can use a pen to write in this kind of screen. I think for me that I write a lot of per day to make accounts of the university, for example, math accounts, and I don't need to use a paper a lot. I can do it in the ink screen. For me, it would be so helpful in my case. For me, this is kind of technology that can help us.
I don't know if the traditional calculator it use ink. What do you think
No,
about? No?
no. The calculator use liquid crystal, I think. I don't know if that's correct in English. All right, but it's other technology. It's it's similar, but not the ink technology.
Great.
I think that's it. And what about you, Gustavo?
Yeah, I'm not sure which devices would be interesting, but I just think that maybe on those that is not really needed to have color, you know, like maybe a smart band, you know, like the Mi band. Maybe something that really needs energy saving. I'm not sure which one.
I remember now. Maybe in screens of printers, all right? It's small screens and it can be helpful because we don't need so technology screen in this kind of advice, you know, printers, for example.
Yeah.
But that's it. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, that's it. Me too.
Okay.
Which one? Who is missing? Leonardo?
I already answered. I was thinking about a smart glass, but well, that could be very crazy. Reach inside of a emotional experience. Who knows?
I think Murilo, all right, have an answer, all right? So please go ahead, Murilo.
Okay, it's a hard question, but they can be would be used for draw ink tattoo, for artists, building software architecture, draw diagram, yeah, that's it, and share with team, several peoples, and survive in the election for president. And for example, survive president, yeah, that's it. How you say? Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Hannah?
Okay. I was wondering if we in a grocery store, for example, they could have a screen that have this technology and can fetch or search about the products that they are being sold in this selling in this grocery store, or for example at the mall or shopping could be this kind of screen with this technology to search about the stores or the shops that they have this mall or shopping. I think this kind of devices would be useful in these examples. But I think today the most useful that I believe is the Kindle. To reading, it's a most useful device.
Yes. I remember now, and we have some cars that use this technology, and the car can change the color from black to white and to white uh, to black. I will send you the link, and you can see how it works. It's amazing.
It's just
Uh,
it's like a screen that you pick the
yeah,
color and they
yeah.
change the
You
color.
pick the
Like,
color of the car, and the car change the color.
okay.
I think that's it. Everybody, all right, have answered. All right. So I will read the next one. So Leonardo, do you believe that ink will be used more frequently in the future? Why?
Um, well, I don't know because, for example, Kindle exists a lot of years, and I don't know if Kindle has increased in the last years. If people are buying more, because I can see a kind of resistance, yeah, when we talk about the experience of the readers. For example, in my case, for example, I really enjoy physical books, even though that I have a Kindle. I just use Kindle when I want to read a book on the night, and I'm very tired, and I don't want to turn on the light um, of my home, or if, for example, if I don't want to read on my cell phone, because today our cell phone, for example, I have the applications of Kindle in my cell phone, and I can read on the dark mode. It's so interesting. It's not something very heavy, and then I don't know, specifically to the solution of reading. I don't know if we're going to see more and more users talking about this technology. Maybe about the monitor that you talked before.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway,
Uh,
Murilo.
Okay, I agree with you. I prefer reading books in paper than ink, but the ink in a long time is turning more cheaper because physical books is more expensive. But and the ink depends of the time it help is my environment. In the future, I don't know. It's depends a lot of time experience of people's. Yeah, that's it. And you, Hannah?
I don't think so, because we live in the dynamic world, and I don't think that this kind of technology is so dynamic to this world. It's, of course, it has their applications, but for example, for a software engineer, a front-end software engineer, in my opinion, it's not be useful maybe for a backend engineer, for example. Front end has to use colors and understand about the colors. And this kind of technology that I have saw before is not so practical for me. So I don't know if it will be more frequently in the future. And you, Gustavo?
So it's the number 8,
No, the number 5.
5. Oh, I don't know. It like the guys were saying, maybe for some specific reasons, the technology will be more popular, but I don't know. The technology advances so fast about the like new monitors and TVs, and like the millions of colors that you can have on those screens. I don't see the ink being more used. Maybe it will be cheaper for like the e-readers, but I don't see other applications using it. Maybe it will be, but I'm not sure.
All right. So in my opinion, it will be more used in future if it becomes cheaper. And I think it's so I really would like to have this technology in the screens that we can use in our computers. All right. If it was cheaper, I really would like to buy it, because I cannot imagine I using a screen without a light. I really will appreciate it. And for me, if it become reality in our daily and cheaper, I think it will have a lot of users. But of course, it needs to be faster than the experience of Kindle. The hardware of the Kindle is so slow, so the experience isn't good. But if you use a screen with this technology in a faster hardware, probably the experience will be more good than using the Kindle. But all right, I think everybody have answered this question. All right. So Gustavo, can you read the next question and choose someone to answer?
Okay, number 6, does e-ink have any negative points in your opinion? Renan?
Okay, well, I'm not sure about that, but I think that ink technology cannot be display movie images like videos or I don't know, animated images. But I'm not sure about that. But if I'm right, I think this is a big disadvantage about this technology. I don't know. Like I said, I think it's most useful to reading and see static words or images. But I don't know. I'm not sure. But I think it's a great disadvantage about this technology. And you, Gian?
We already have monitors that use this technology, and we can use as a monitor. We can plug it in our notebooks and use the video without problem. As I said, we have in the Kindle, for example, we have just black and white colors, but I think it is one of the negative points. And the devices that have had this technology with colors, it's so expensive, so it's hard to access this kind of technology. And I think this is the main negative point, not necessarily of the ink technology, but for the device that use the companies that produce this technology for the users. For me, this is the negative points of this technology. And what about you, Leonardo?
Yeah, I would say the delay, as Hannah said before, when you are trying to change the page, and the limitations of colors, because I was looking here, even in situations where ink use multicolors, it's not very good. Yeah, there isn't a good quality, and I believe it's one of a negative points. I don't know, for example, it's if it's possible to mix ink technology with uh, AMOLED, for example, or something like that, where in a 4K or 8K technology resolution, because the resolution of the ink is not so good until now. Yeah,
Yes.
and you, Murilo.
Yeah, I agree. There are another points, like this is will be expensive in the future, but if people use a lot, or all people's use, and this is turning more cheaper. And another situations for improving or add more skills with them. This is you can be one difficult, but I think yeah, that's it. The have someone, this is not answers this question.
Yeah, I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. And for me, at least, the main point would be the price. But I also don't really like to. I'm not a fan of reading, so I don't have a a lot to add about this. No,
All right. Go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
no, I was going to read the next.
Uh, I think we already have answered this question, the question 7, answering the question 6, because the negative points that we said, it's that need to be improved. So I think we can go to the question 8. So Gustavo, do you like to read? Go ahead.
Yeah, sure. Number 8, e-readers with e-ink are changing the way books are consumed. Do you think e-ink can replace what other things in the future? Yeah, I don't know, it's difficult to predict which applications will use this technology, but I don't know, maybe some kind of device that has a high screen that really needs energy saving to last a lot of days or I don't know, weeks without needing to charge. But like, I don't see a cell phone using it. But maybe in the future they can improve this technology to have colors at some kind. But I'm not sure if they will replace other things.
Yeah.
And usual.
I think it can replace some screens that don't need a high definition. As I said, printer screens or some screens of some cars. All right, some cars we have little screens inside, and we don't necessarily need a high definition in this kind of screens. And we can use this kind of technology in this advice. We can use it on smartwatch, for example, that don't have a lot of applications, and you can use the basic functions of the smartwatch, for example. I think it's something that can be replaced in the future using a link that, of course, right now hasn't a high definition, but I think it will be improved more in the future. And what about you, Murilo?
Yeah, sure. Because nowadays already thing is substitute for digital products, and paper in the future for me doesn't exist more, or will doesn't exist more. Yeah, for nowadays people are more sensitive for alert for prejudicate the environment. Yeah, that's it. In the next, Renan.
Well, I was wondering if ink can replace a notebook, not a laptop. The notebook is a stuff that you can write. Maybe they can create a device that you can write in this. I think it's already exists, and can be replaced the notebook, the traditional notebook. So
Spending just a low of battery, all right?
yeah, yeah.
That's true.
And
Go
you,
ahead.
Jean?
I already have answered. I think Leonardo didn't.
Yeah, I don't know. I believe that if possible could be interesting. For example, if we have uh, our traditional screens, yeah, for example, our notebook and our cell phones, smartphones, and with the possibility to change to the ink solution, ink navigation, um, and not need to buy a Kindle anymore, for example. That could be for me revolutionary. If I have my cell phone and then I change the functionality, I change the model of my screen to a ring. That could be interesting and help to scale more and more the solution. But using a third screen, another device, I think that's so hard to scale and to grow up this technology, because today we use lots of screens. We have our TV, we have our notebook, and we have our smartphones. And I don't know if Kindle, for example, can replace some of these products, for example. Yeah, I don't know if everybody has answered this question.
I think yes.
Okay.
Yes. So, Renan, can you read the next question?
Yes. Number 9, right?
Yes. All right.
Do you believe that ink is the future of displays and paper? As I answered the question before, I think it can be, maybe in the future, replace the notebooks. And in this case that I mentioned, maybe can replace is the new paper to write, to draw, maybe just to read. And I think in the future, but have to this technology have to pass through the people that don't like this kind of technology, because nowadays we have cell phones or the computers, and we have many colors in front of us, and ink is not so for me, in my opinion, is not so practical. It have to gain these people. And you, Leonardo?
Yeah, I agree with you. And I don't believe ink could be the future of displays, but because this technology is not something new. Yeah, I don't know if I don't know some disruptive solution where ink will be very useful. But as I know a little bit about this technology, maybe in more than 10 years, I don't know if now we're going to see something very revolutionary to replace the actual solutions. Yeah, and you, Gustavo?
Yeah, I agree. I think maybe the technology will improve so much that it can be like really easy to use like an e-reader. Maybe they will develop like a integration between a printer and an e-reader, so it would be really common to do to print something to the device like really easy. But yeah, I think maybe if the technology gets cheaper, it would be the future of paper. Someone else is missing.
Yes, I read. I don't answer. So for me, the ink isn't the future of the displays, cause the ink isn't beauty, I think, and cause that the people don't will buy a lot to the daily, right? For example, TVs or smartphones. I think these kind of devices don't will use a lot the ink. So I think that isn't the future of displays, but I think it can replace the papers. As I said, I really would like to have a device, a gadget, a device to with this technology that I can write and draw on this screen. And for me, it would be so helpful. For me, the future, the ink is the future of the paper, and I think it will come in soon. I think Murilo haven't answered.
Yeah, line question.
Yes.
Do you believe that in the future of displays and paper? So, yeah, make sure, because how I said it before, this is well for environment, and avoid these papers, and more easy has a lot of books in one device, only device, just device. And this is very useful, yeah, and economic money, yeah, and another situations. That's it.
All right. So, guys, unfortunately, we haven't more time to talk more about this topic today. I will send a survey, and I would like your feedback. So please share with me if you like or dislike this topic, and what topics do you like to talk in the next week. I will read all the answers, and I will prepare the next topic for the next week. All right. I think that's it. If you wanna have access for these questions before the meeting, you can find on the Pro Plan on Talk and Talk website. And that's it. It was a so nice conversation with all of you, and I really would like to have all of you at the next week here on this meeting with me to talk about technology. All right. Nice to meet you, all of you, and good night for everybody.
Bye
Bye bye.
bye.
You.
Bye bye. See you.
Bye, bye, bye.